So I wanted to do this video in light of me turning 1 year older. It's my birthday tomorrow. I don't know when you're watching this, but I wanted to share a little bit of my insights in what I learned this last year, and also talk to you about what the secret is for having a long life. I heard about this study years ago about why time goes by so fast after you graduate, and why when you're younger, elementary, junior, and high school, goes by so slow. You remember being in school and watching the clock, and it's just like tick, 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 like it goes by so slow. It's crazy. That time goes by so fast. And I don't know when your birthday is, but mine is in October, and I feel like when it's my birthday is when I really start to set my goals for next year. Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want to experience? And I would say, you know, with everything that has gone on this last year with divorce and business shifting and everything else, it has not been the flying example from an income standpoint in this last year. But what I can say though is, like, in terms of happiness and joy and fulfillment, it is on a whole new level. And I think that's what I've learned in this last year, that, you know, if you attach your happiness to certain things outside of yourself, then you always become this dangling bottle in the middle of ocean that's just affected by everything outside of itself, right? And I've really been trying to be conscious of that. You know, what kind of state am I in? What kind of emotions am I allowing? And Tony Robbins talks about this, is that we all have an emotional state, right? And we all have an emotional home. And he talks about during 9/11, you know, he was in this room full of all these different people from all across these worlds, and he talked about some people used laughter to get past of it. Some people went to anger. Some people went to sadness. Some people went to numb, and some people went just to isolate, and how everyone goes to an emotional home. And I've really been thinking about that. What is the emotional home I want to live in? What is the emotional home that you want to live in, right? And the emotional home that I really want to choose into this next year is more of gratitude and being thankful, and really seeing the best things in life. And I want to experience more in this next year. And this kind of comes back to the main idea of this video, which is, what's the secret to a long life? And this is going to be one of my focuses, which is, they say the secret to a long life is this. When you, I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. They say the secret to a long, I'm just going to tell you, and then I'll backtrack through the study. And these videos that I'm sharing, I'm calling these backyard talks. I want them to be raw video. I want it to be just, yeah, just essentially that, just backyard conversations. But they said the secret to a long life is having more experiences on a day-to-day basis. Okay, when you're in school, right? And I remember being in school, the first half an hour is reading, and then after reading we go to English, and then after English is history, then it's PE, and then we come back, and right, it's all segmented. And you think about how many different changes of focus you have during the day, right? And they say that's the secret to a long life. And so that's why time goes by so slow. And when we're adults, we tend to do the same things repetitively over and over and over again, and time goes by fast. So the secret to a long life is changing your experiences, experiencing more on a daily basis, doing different tasks. In and of itself, that's kind of hard, because our business is meant to do things over and over, but I feel like that's where, you know, where I really want to take things next year for me personally is I want to be more creative. I want to do more fun stuff. I just did this story behind the vote where we went out and asked people who you're voting for, why you're voting for, and just doing more creative things within my business. And I feel like that's really what makes business fun and what makes our brand awesome is it's being different, it's being unique, and it's being innovative. So anyways, thanks for joining me on Backyard Talk, and I hope that we're connecting more on social media. And if you're connected with me on YouTube, hopefully you're connected with on Facebook and Instagram. And send me a message. I would love to stay connected with you and get you tied into some awesome friends. We got some awesome events that are coming up in the next year, and would love to get you tied in with some pretty incredible people. Anyways, have a good night. Love you. Good talk.